Hello, everyone. It's Pixel again, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I hope you're all having a good time, and this is going to be a review of a prequel comic to Krampus. Yeah. So, first and foremost, disclaimer, I own nothing. Everything belongs to the rightful owners, so please go and support them and be nice, please. And yeah, and some viewers may find this disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised, please. So, this is actually told like it's an anthology story like Creep Show and Trick or Treat. And yeah. So the first story sets up is about a mall Santa who is not having the best of luck. And yeah, one of his friend, I think they're friends, or one of his friends slash coworker is not happy with his behavior, and she tells him that she tries to calm everybody down. And yeah, because he ends up pushing one of the kids off of him because he was a little like he was putting something in his drink, and he ended up pushing a little girl off, and the mother ended up yeah, it's I'm so sorry. So yeah, he gets fired, and yeah, the this lady tries to help him, tries to help the mall Santa. So yeah, he goes out and to take a break, and the lady tries to, she tries to console him. And that she just wants to help. Until a vehicle crashes into a tree, and he goes, and the lady talks to the manager to try and give this guy another chance. And meanwhile, the mall Santa passes out, and sorry about that. Yeah, he passes out, and it turns out that something happened, and they're stuck in the mall for a while. So yeah, they don't know what to do, and yeah, and the kids are also stuck along with their parents. I hope, as well. They're all stuck in the mall. And yeah, like, but still, Santa isn't still. He basically has been hiding a bottle. Oh, yeah, like, the mall Santa's name is Lou, I think, and the girl is Julia. I hope I am saying that name right. I apologize. Yeah, she finds a bottle. And yeah, these kids. Yeah, she basically tells him that he needs to. That she tells him that these kids have. That Santa is the only thing that they have to believe in because they're from a group home. And they need something to believe in. And yeah, she tells him that he has to, you know, show a little kindness and give them something to believe in because it's all they have. So, yeah, like, yeah, they decide that they're going to, try and, you know, find a way to get out while also, of course, watching over the kids. Because, well, yeah. So, yeah, she leaves to go get, yeah, she goes to find something that can help them. But what she finds in the back is what appears to be somebody's frozen head. Frozen, severed head. And yeah, meanwhile, Santa and the kids, like, he tries to. We actually get, like, some insight on the mall Santa. Because there's hints that he may have had a girlfriend at one point, but due to problems, they broke up, and she's. But it's clear that he was hurt by this and is using and is drinking to, you know. Sorry. Yeah, basically him and his girlfriend drifted apart. So yeah, he tries to make an effort to, like, bond with the kids, like, be nice to them. And meanwhile, Julia is running away, but she's grabbed by. Sorry. She's grabbed by the manager, and apparently there's also someone else in there in the freezer area with them, and that's Krampus's helpers. And once again, with the kids in the mall Santa, they're actually seemingly having a pretty good time. yeah, they actually, you know, he. But it's short lived when Julia and the manager come back. And the mall Santa asks her what's going on, and apparently it's really bad. So yeah, they're stuck there still until morning or until somebody finds them. So the mall Santa actually volunteers to go, and he goes and he tells, like, to see what's going on, and that he'll. Actually, no, I think the girl's name is actually Adrian. I. But yeah. He goes to see what's going on, and he spots what appears. And sees a family in the area where. And he's also being watched by Krampus's elves. So yeah. He looks up and sees in the roof what appears to be. Well, yeah, like it's actually. He looks up through a hole in the roof and he sees Krampus. And he gets attacked by his helpers, and sorry about that. And he tries to fight them off. Meanwhile, the others are trying to comfort the kids and tell them that everything is going to be okay. But the mall Santa isn't doing so well. And yeah, but he doesn't return. Instead, one of the elves return as well. But luckily, the mall Santa isn't done for yet, because he comes in and gets rid of the elf, and yeah, he saves the kids and his manager and his coworker. And yeah, and he even brings weapons so everyone can defend themselves. Actually, yeah, like okay, yeah, like okay, officially, yeah, like the girl's name is Julia. So yeah, they go to see what's going on and try to get out of the mall, but one of the toys actually comes to life and bites the manager's finger. And yeah, like the rest of the toys start attacking as well, and yeah, they all start to fight to protect themselves, but Santa gets hurt in the process. Sorry about that. But yeah. But they manage to get away only to see So yeah, they manage to find a toy factory which is apparently making the toys. So yeah, they fight the elves and yeah. And they actually do find like a car to get away with. So, yeah, they find a car to get away and yeah. But yeah, they get stuck in the snow, but everybody is okay, thankfully. But still, but Santa is face to face with Krampus. And yeah, Krampus then takes the mall Santa away. And the mall Santa actually says, basically, he's like, look, don't hurt them. Like, you can take me. And it seems that Krampus has, and yeah, like, he keeps his word and leaves his manager and, like, he leaves, Steve? Yeah, the manager's name is Steve, and yeah, like, the girl is named Audrey. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. But yeah, he tells them, yeah, he leaves Steve, Audrey, and the kids alone. And the kids start crying. But Steve comforts them, saying that Santa isn't gone and that he's always with them. And that we just need to believe in him. And the second story is about a woman who is like mourning the loss of her friend. Like, actually, she's mourning her brother, who she lost in an accident, it seems. And yeah, she's working on Christmas, but she's also. And her family tells her that it would mean a lot to them if she would just, spend time with them, because. Actually, no. Actually, no. Chris isn't her brother. She's her sister, I think. So she tells her mom that she loves her family though, and that yeah, she sorry, it's been a while since I've last seen this comic, and I just but yeah, like, she's mourning the loss of her sister and wishes that she could have took her place. But while she's driving to her home, seemingly she sees someone apparently in the road. Yeah, she sees him, and it turns out that it was just someone. She sees like a guy stealing a family's Christmas presents. So yeah, she stops him, and apparently it seems that he knows her. as the guy who, you know. I am so sorry, excuse me. So yeah, she gets him into the car. Sorry, excuse me. And yeah, she looks at his car and sees that he's been stealing the neighborhood's Christmas presents. So yeah, the presents are returned and but they hear somebody call for help. And one of the Christmas presents that this guy is holding turns out to be something. We don't find out right away what it is, and he goes, and the cop goes and to see what's wrong, but the entire house is deserted. And yeah. And Susan, I think, yeah, her name is Susan, and she goes and hears the guy calling out. Yeah, the guy is calling out for help, and apparently something is attacking him, and she tries to get it off him, and she does, but they're not safe yet, because apparently it's some kind of, apparently this appears to be another one of Krampus's helpers, which is the Christmas angel. And yeah, Rick, who is the guy's name, is saying that he has to go and check on his family. So yeah, they head back to her car, but there's one of Krampus's elves is there as well. And he tries to attack Rick, but luckily Susan saves him. So yeah, they actually both talk, and yeah, they talk for a minute, and it turns out that he has a connection to her sister Christine. Or Christina, I'm bad with names, I am so sorry. Because it turns out that he may have been the secret admirer to her. Sorry about that. But yeah, Rick thanks her for helping him, but she still. But something gets in their way. What appears to be Christine. At first, the two of them see a snowman, but then Rick says that it's Christine. Or Christina. So yeah, they both run. So yeah, they both crash into it, and yeah, they're both okay, but the car seems to be stuck, and they have to try and get it out of the snow. But Susan turns around and she sees, like, the, like, Krampus's elves attacking her. So yeah, she tries to, fend them off, and one of them actually goes after Rick. But before they can do anything else, he actually grabs a gun and yeah, the two of them start fighting the elves. Yeah, the elves, and yeah, they seemingly win. But the car radio is not doing so well. And Rick tells Susan that she has to go, but she's not going to leave. And she basically thinks that this is her fault, but Rick insists that it's his. And she actually tells him about the day that her sister was gone. Because she tells him that she basically wasn't there for the Christmas dinner with their family, and she went to go party with her friends. So she called her sister to come and get her, but it was a blizzard, and she feels guilty for it. Actually, her name is Sandy. I'm sorry. I am bad at this. I am terrible. But Rick tells her that it's him that needs to even the odds out. And he confesses that he's the one who did it, and understandably Sandy is upset. But Rick apologizes to her still. And she's not happy, and because of this, she decides to leave him. Which she does with Rick saying, like, asking for Sandy to forgive him. Eventually, while Sandy's driving back to the station, she sees Snowman, and she basically she decides against it because, like, she knows that her sister wouldn't want this, so she goes back but Snowman are blocking the road, and Krampus's helpers show up, and she starts to fight them again. So yeah, she actually blows them all up, and she finds Rick. And yeah, they both. But sadly, she's too late, it seems, and she goes back to her sister's grave, and she says that her sister deserved better. And at the end, though, the snow seemingly takes her away because at the end, she disappears. And the third story is about this family that is living in a, like, they're not the richest family and they don't have the biggest house. And they're basically struggling. And it seems like, but something is happening because the whole house starts to shake, and the father sees the police and sees like a snowplow on the front lawn, and the father, whose name is Bill, goes out and tries to get the cops to go away. And it turns out that the house that they're living in isn't even their house. So yeah, Bill goes and fights the men, and the mother, and sadly they're all kicked out, where they go, and so yeah, like they don't know where else to go because this is the only place that they know and where they all felt safe. And Bill apparently knows a place that they can stay. So yeah, they go in, and yeah, they go and find this house where, they decide to, yeah, they basically make it their own home, and yeah, they have a good time. And they, of course, have the Christmas feast, but something else happens. Because the homeowner is also there as well. And tries to get everybody to leave, but they won't. And yeah, so they all go and end up. But yeah, regardless though, they get captured, and. But. Yeah, like. But Krampus's helpers arrive again and break into the home and presumably chase the homeowner out. And Bill ends up, like, he tries to fight one of them and to protect his family. But it seems like they got him and they're coming for the rest of the family now. So yeah, they go and they see what appears to be, yeah, like Krampus's helpers take the presents away. And yeah, and the homeowner who was thrown out of his home sees what appears to be people that are frozen alive. And also a toy factory. And he encounters the Jack in the Box that takes him and puts him in this, like, machine. Because this is actually an explanation as to what exactly the toys that help Krampus in the movie. Like, it explains, like, what exactly they are. And yeah, this guy actually sees his childhood in a Christmas Carol-like fashion, where he sees his past, his present, and his future, where he sees that his parents weren't the nicest of people. And the guy doesn't want to see this anymore, so they go to the present. Yeah. And he doesn't want to see this either. And that basically the elves are showing him that this family has had it rough as well. Like, he's not the only one who's had it rough. But they still continue to show him the past, the present, and the future. And he tries to explain that he at least overcame this and made something of himself. But he then is, like, his soul, I think, is met with Krampus. And says that he tries to convince Krampus that he's learned his lesson and there's no need for this. But he's then shown his wife with another man and his grave. And he's, in the last panel, he's actually seen holding a toy robot. And he wants to be taken back. But he soon finds out that he's in his own, that his soul has been transferred into his toy robot. And the guy whose name is Ted, Tad, takes control and basically like electrocutes like all the toys. And apparently he saved Christmas. And presumably the elves turn him back to normal. And the final story shows that yeah, he's okay and he's wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. And the mall Santa is okay as well. But he sees something in his bottle, and it's a bell with Krampus written on it. Yep. So yeah, he brings Christmas cheer to everyone. So yeah, Tad, I think it's Tad. I am so sorry. So yeah, Tad is, he's brought, so yeah, he comes along for the ride, and I am so sorry, excuse me. And we see Sandy again. Sorry, excuse me. I am so sorry, excuse me. And yeah, we see Sandy, and it turns out that she's okay as well. And she's still by her sister's grave and remembers what happened to Rick. And she also receives a bell from Krampus as well. And it seems that Rick is also okay. And she then sees, like, you know, like everyone, like Tad, Audrey, Steve, and the mall Santa, like, all giving presents to the kids and everybody. And yeah, Sandy wants to know what's going on, but of course everyone tells her, like, it's Christmas, like, so yeah, she joins in on the fun as well. And we then see a family that apparently, sadly, didn't get anything. But they still have each other, but Sandy appears, and it's actually Rick's family. She arrives, and Sandy gives them all presents. And she says that they're both from Christina and her. and they both wish each other Merry Christmas. So, and yeah, like, and Tad even gives presents to the family as well. And even says that they can stay, since there's plenty of room. And it ends with Tad looking at the bell that was left for him. And yeah, that was... Yeah, that was the comic, and... Yeah, like, I wanted... So yeah, like, I really wanted to do this one for a while, because, like, it not only explores, like, more of the world that the movie takes place in, like... Because we see that the family that we follow in that film wasn't, like, the only ones who, like, were having Krampus visit them. And yeah, in like the end, it's shown that all the experience that happened to these characters were real because they each receive the same bell. And we also get an explanation, like I said before, about what exactly, like, the teddy bear, the toys, the Christmas angel, like, the Jack in the Box. Like, we get an explanation exactly what they are. They basically have the souls of humans inside, but it also seems to be that the main ones that we see in the movie have the souls of children, because it seems like anyone can become a helper of Krampus. And yeah, like, the art style is very... Like, it's very nice, because, like, the scene where the guy, like, breaks free of becoming his toy robot is, like, really cool, and... Yeah, and I think my favorite, like, a personal favorite of mine has to be the one with Sandy and Rick. Because, cause the end it loops back, cause the ending loops back to them. Like, with Rick getting, like, being able to be with his family, and Sandy getting closure and you know, like, honoring her sister's memory. Yeah. And it's also confirmed that, yes, that the family isn't exactly, like, trapped inside of a snow globe. It's just how Krampus, like, keeps an eye on those who, like, learn a lesson and make sure that they remember the lesson. So, yeah. But yeah, like, all in all, I definitely recommend this because, like, it explains, like, a lot more about, like, this version of Krampus, and yeah, like I said before, also, like, where his helpers came from. And basically also just to see a new bunch of characters is always nice as well. But yeah, like I said before, all in all, it's a good one. I definitely recommend it. Sorry about that. But yeah, and also, yeah, once again, like, the story of both Sandy and Rick is a personal favorite of mine. Like, yeah, it became a personal favorite of mine. Because, yeah, like, the ending, coming back to the two of them, it ends with, you know, like, Sandy bringing gifts to Rick and his family. You know. Yeah. So that's it for now, and once again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!